Well, most of us don't know a lot about cars, so when something goes wrong, it's hard to know where to turn for help. Where can you get free advice without heading to the shop?
Right here on the Morning Blend, and we're lucky to have a pro right here in the studio every other week to answer your car questions.
Welcome back, Peter Fink of Certified Transmission.
Good to see you, Peter.
Hey,
hello.
Always a good time. Morning.
Professional.
Yeah. Oh, well, okay. You know, I'll take it on transmissions. You know, the rest of the car, I know my way around it a little bit. You know,
You've been in the business a long time. You know a lot of stuff about cars.
Yep.
So let's get to this first question. This question comes from Laura. She says, my 2008 Cadillac CTS has been sluggish going up hills, especially after the car has warmed up. I've been told the issue is my master cylinder and that the issue is a safety threat. Will that fix the problem? And how expensive will it be to replace?
You know, the two are not really connecting to me, okay? I mean, the master cylinder is connected to your brakes, okay? And that, of course, has an ABS brake system. And if it's a safety issue, brakes, tires are two of the most important things as far as I'm concerned on a car, okay? And if somebody says you've got a problem with your brake system, I mean, it needs to be looked at.
Get it in right away.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I'd say get a second opinion, okay? The only way I could see the sluggishness is if the brakes were staying on and then the motor can't pull. But if that's the case, you're going to smoke your brakes. You're going to have smoke pouring off the wheels. And I mean, I'm talking after just a couple miles, okay?
That doesn't sound good.
No, and that's what I'm saying. The two don't connect, okay? I think we've got two different problems. If it's sluggishness, we've got something with the engine not running right, okay? But the brakes, I don't know what we're experiencing there. I don't know if the pedal's low or if it's not stopping right or if the light's on. I don't know what, but it needs to get checked out, okay? And that's really not something you want to try to tackle yourself other than the fluid level, okay, on the master cylinder, make sure it's full. But get it to a second shop, get an opinion on it, get it diagnosed, and they'll tell you it's going to be the best money you can spend. Yeah, it might be on a Cadillac $100 or $200 to get it checked out, but it's going to be worth it, okay, and especially a safety concern.
Yep,
so.
makes sense.
Well, our next question is from Mark. He says, is it true the software updates on my newer vehicles can now be done through the car's antenna? Or do I still need to have that done at the dealership periodically?
Great question. Okay, it's not really done through the car's antenna. It kind of is. It's through the satellite one when you get the internet connection and stuff. And some of the newer cars, they say they can update the software. Okay, now I think this is only like on maybe 16s or 17s. It isn't going to be, you know, a 15 or 14 or something like this. Okay, obviously if it sets a code, they can now look it up and see, like on a GM on OnStar, what code it is. I've got a new 2016 Dodge truck that I have, and the check engine light came on, and I hit the button and said, hey, can you tell me what the code is? Because I wanted to know how serious this was, okay, and stuff. And then on the Dodge, they told me, no, we can't tell you what it is, okay? So on the Dodge, they don't have it yet, at least not on the 16s, okay? I haven't seen it. I've read about it. I hear it's coming, okay, that it could possibly do the updates. I think that would be wonderful. I think that would be a great convenience for the customer while your car's sitting there in the driveway overnight, that it updates the software. That'd be good. But a lot of times you got to cycle the key, and of course it can't do that, okay, and stuff, you know. So unless they got new ways to cycle the computer or something, you know, I think it's still got a little ways to go before
It's got to be coming
100%.
soon though. 'Cause my 14 Explorer, it asked me if I want a vehicle health report. I hit a button, and then I get an email telling me what the report is. But it doesn't update the GPS system on there.
And I get that on my Dodge. I get a monthly report telling me my tires and my oil and all these kind of things, okay, and stuff. And the new cars do that, but they just still don't do the update,
updates,
okay, and stuff.
Well, the 1999 Chevy Tahoe that I've been driving around has none of that stuff. So you guys are living life a lot larger than me.
Go to her Facebook
Hey, I
page.
drive old stuff too.
Yeah,
I got an 04 Lexus I just drove.
Well, go to her.
She
She just did a video on the car she's driving right now. Go to her Facebook page to see if you want to see that.
It has pheasant feathers in it. It's very classy.
Here's the final question. It comes from Nancy. She wants to know, my 2006 Dodge Caravan has been leaking water after I drive it, but it's not running hot. Any idea what the problem could be?
Well, you know, the first thing that comes to mind is that it's the air conditioner, because truthfully, it's taken the moisture out of the air, and it has a hose to drain underneath the car. Matter of fact, when I park my Lexus in the garage, boy, I got a big puddle of water under thing, and I'm going, really? You know, it ain't running in the garage, you know, it's just after or whatever and stuff. And a car is going to drip with the air conditioner when it's sitting there. You don't notice it when it's driving down the road, okay? If it's leaking really water, if it's only water, then it's probably the air, it has to be the air conditioner, okay, and stuff. If it isn't, it's going to be antifreeze. The motor's going to run hot, and it ain't going to take long, okay? So I think the two are not related. You want to look at this water. If you want, put a pan or something underneath it to collect some of it. See if there's a greenish tint to it, okay? Because antifreeze, it's not going to be pure water in your antifreeze, okay? If it's just water, okay, then you know, it's going to be from the air conditioner. I wouldn't recommend tasting it, okay? There are some people that actually do, okay? See if it's sweet or something. I mean, just a little on your tongue or something.
Well, that's toxic.
Well, antifreeze actually is, and that's only if you drink it, okay? I mean, it's like anything you're exposed. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but I would definitely look at it. Second, once you get a sample, take that finger and put it against a white paper. Because you might not see it with the naked eye, but when you put it on the paper, you can see what color tint it is, okay? And as long as it's clear, you know what, it's water, it's your air conditioner, I wouldn't worry about it. Unless you're only putting water in your cooling system, then you're going to have a big problem in the wintertime. But you said you're not adding any, it's got to be the air conditioner.
Well, those are the types of, see, that's what we were talking about. The professional right there, just put it on the white piece of paper. Those are the kind of tips I want to hear about.
Way better than tasting it, okay? But I've seen people taste oil and stuff. I'm going, really?
What is going on?
Yeah, those car people. Certified Transmission, 5 area locations. Just go to certifiedtransmission.com.
Thanks so much, Peter. We always learn a lot. Appreciate it.
I'm not one to taste them, okay?
Yeah, don't do that. Well, Rob